Alright guys, hello and welcome back to our journey to level 99 with the Bhed Psyches. As promised, we are going to run through this league real quick. It actually isn't what we want. Like, we actually don't care about any of the prizes here, but I think it's just good to play a league to, just get some games in. I want to see what the next league has to offer, and to do that I got to get through this one. But yeah, Guado Glory's taking on the Luca Goers, Kilka Beast taking on the Bhed Psyches, and we are taking on the Ronso Fangs, which is actually really good because we haven't had a lot of opportunities to face the Ronso Fangs, so it's nice to kind of get that in there now and just see what we can do, like that's the big thing. My worry was that because we have all the original teams, it is actually important to face all the original teams, and we wouldn't have that opportunity. Like there was kind of like a fear that we would just like always roll tournaments without the Ronso Fangs being our opponent. And although the Ronso Fangs is not a very difficult like game, it's still kind of fun to do just to see, Because I talk all this trash, and then maybe they do like win a game. Maybe they're the only team to beat us. Looking at Gazna Ronso, looking at Gazna Ronso and how he squares up, I mean probably not, but you never know, right? So we're actually going to pass to maybe Eager here. I don't know. I definitely set this up really poorly because obviously Eager is the only one covered of my forwards. And, I should not have done that necessarily. But it's not a big deal. I'm really not too concerned about losing this game, which is probably when I lose the game. When I get really arrogant and I'm like, oh, it's going to be super easy. But we'll see. Starting out though, Zamzi Ronso, he's not able to stop Eager, and we're able to go up 1-0. So, pretty straightforward goal, pretty easy time, nothing crazy. But yeah, then you got Gazna Ronso here with the ball. He is going to push right side against Eager, which is actually really good. This is a really stark difference from the previous journey. So in the previous journey, we had Larbite, right? And Larbite's a nut. He's got really high attack. Eager does not, at least at this point in time, have that. So Gazna Ronso pushing left, right side, it's kind of just all good. Like, it doesn't really, it shouldn't affect him too bad. Yeah, it looks like they will fumble though. Eager will claim the ball, and with reduced pass, let's pass to Blappa here. There's just too much pressure, and I could get through it by just like out swimming them. But I think it's better to just pass to Blappa and just move on. You know what I mean? Like, because their speed is like 40 and ours is 60, it's such a huge issue for them. So, like, we could always just get around them eventually. But the problem is the eventually. It just takes too long. Yeah, 2-0 already. I mean, I'll take that. That's pretty good. Gazna Ronso with the ball. He is going to be pushing midfield here. See how this goes. Like I said before, though, we have a very commanding lead so far, and we're just kind of rolling through as we need to. Barrick with the ball. We are going to push. Let's push right side. Well, I don't know. This is probably not great because Blappa got his endurance halved on that wither. So obviously that's not that is not a ideal situation, so to speak. But we'll pass over and see what we can do. The funny thing was, in the last tournament we won, after that I re-rolled the prizes for another tournament and got regen as the prize. But I was thinking, I was like, you know what, it really is time that we push for a league run through, and then we re-roll the league prizes. I think it's just overdue. It's a good idea to do it, and it's an opportunity that we should take advantage of. But yeah, we're going to go up 3-0. So you're going to see Gazna Ronso here push right side. It's not too bad. I will say, depending on how re-rolling goes for like prizes and such, I think the biggest thing we're going to be pushing for is tech finds. I just think that's going to be the thing. You know what I mean? Like, Tech Find is so useful for this team because they can't learn every single technique that we can pinpoint specific ones. Like, we already won Tech Find once before, and we got Barrick the ability to learn Wither Pass 3, I want to say. So, it is coming in useful. It is handy. It is something that we want. So, we'll be pushing for that as we need to. Barrick probably needs to slow down. He has a level 2 pass, which means he gets a ton of experience when he passes, and because we're scoring a bunch, he gets the ball back and passes again. So we're in this weird scenario where I think Barrick is just going to level up like crazy. I mean, he already has, let's be honest, but it's just going to continue. He's going to continue the push for all the experience. Yeah, Gaz and Ronso pushing right side here. We're going to go for the Venom tackle. Pass to our guy, but there's just not enough time. It's 4-0 already. Like, this game's kind of concluded already. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of the end of it. But a little bit of experience for them. Level up for newbie Ronso, level 3. More experience for us. Oh, key technique, nap pass learned for Lakeham. That's awesome. Then Eager, more HP, attack, block, endurance, pass, shoot, everything with the exception of speed and catch. So, I mean, everything that matters. I mean, we would like to see a speed increase, but it's just not possible. Like, that's not something, I know that's not something that increases for Eager. So, it's not like there's no use hoping for it when we know it's not going to occur. You know what I mean? I guess we could anti-nap just to see. You know what? I don't think we didn't equip the nap pass. I think I'm gonna probably regret that. So you're gonna have this midfield encounter. Barrick gonna go for the Wither tackle too. Doesn't actually get the ball back, but there's so much block for Gazan to contend with. I mean, there's not really a huge likelihood of any sort of success here. And I think for this time, I'm actually going to pass back to the back line here. So to Judah and Lakeham. And I want to see if we can level them up. There is a part of me that thinks we probably should have actually pushed for Nimrok to be in the field for this. Because Nimrok is very much behind on the levels right now. And is kind of in some dire need of assistance, in all honesty. We'll have to figure that out, but I mean, you saw Nimrok had that nap pass tech copied for Gazna, and he's too low of a level to learn it, but he's almost too low of a level for anything at this point, because he's like, what level 9? Like, he's incredibly low, so it's definitely not a good time for them. Yeah, we're going to pull back here. I mean, still 3 minutes left, so, I mean, there is a world of possibilities and a bunch of things that could occur. But we'll see how this all goes. And this is the main reason I was talking about, like, how I kind of regret maybe not putting Nat Pass on Lakeham. Because with Nat Pass, Lakeham would actually get more and more experience on the passes, as opposed to using no technique at all. It's a little bit odd, but whenever you use a technique, depending on the level of the technique, you get experience for doing that. It's actually not a huge jump between the levels, if I remember correctly, but it is a huge jump between not using a technique and using a technique. Because I want to say in a previous journey, I passed between two players, and like it was like one had Nat Pass 3 and the other had Nat Pass 2 or something like that, or Wither Pass 2, and the difference in experience between them was like 10, but they each got like 80 and 90 experience, so like it was an okay gap, you know what I mean? Just from the sheer like amount of passing, like it's fine. It's not optimal, but it's just fine. Yeah, it is kind of crazy though, looking at Lake Cam's pass at this point. Just that 30 pass and like level 14 or something. That's crazy. That's so good. The endurance is lacking a little bit, which is a shame. But I feel like Lake Cam's endurance never really picks up, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it doesn't it doesn't become insane at any point. You know what I mean? It's never, it's never a defining trait for her. And that is that. That, as they say, is that. So it's going to be 4-0. Final score. A little bit of experience for them. Much more for us. So level 16 for Lake Am. Increasing everything with the exception of speed and shoot. Level 16 for Judah. Increasing HP, attack, block, and endurance. So not too bad. So Guadagori's, Luka Govers, everyone ties it up actually. And then we win ours 4-0. So, not too bad. Cool. And we are top scorer. Perfect. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. When you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.